Happy eclipse. May this be an auspicious moment. I am driving during this February 17th eclipse, which, by the way, is Saturn in Pisces, not Aries, but it's okay. It's okay that there's still this constant difference between not just Western and sidereal, but, you know, depending on, like, I work with Asterian, so Equal House System, Krishnamurti. I mean, we're doing our best, but whatever. My guru would probably, I don't know if he would think it's insane, my guru Dave, that I'm doing this, driving and making a little video. But 3 days ago, my beloved cousin, another one, left his body. So that was 3 months to the day of my last elder cousin leaving their body, literally. And 3 months ago, I was with a sister in arms on her retreat. And the day after tomorrow, I will be leading the immersion for the Soul Culture Yoga School. This is the 10th anniversary of my yoga teacher training program, but it's the first time I'm doing it this way, and we're having now like a 5-6 day retreat as opposed to 10 days. It's going to be amazing. Michael's coming, DJ Michael, Thursday night. Jonathan Glass is coming on the weekend. We have beautiful devotees joining for Kirtan. Anyway, and of course my students, which are also always my teachers, I see that mirror happening. I came on because I think some of you may also know that just 14 days ago I had major dental surgery all over my mouth, so my jaw is all out and I feel a little bit like, whoa. And then when I got the call, you know, the old me, the old Jaishree, is also the new Jaishree, right? That's what the eclipse is. It's cutting some old karma. And it's like my whole life flashed before me. Have you ever had this happen to you where your whole life flashes before you and you're faced with a decision? And really, the only decision was, what is going to be the best? Yes, I have to say for me, but in regards to me living my dharma, what's the highest dharmic point? And it was Narayani. It was bringing Narayani to see her cousins, her little cousins, who she's bonding with, sometimes at services, these sad occasions. Often that happens with blood family, right? Or happy occasions also. There have been many weddings or bat mitzvahs, and there have been happy times. So I decided to forego going to the Queen's Temple for Shivaratri celebration, even though I was going to love that. And that would be a service also. And I forgot or let go of a dance, an ecstatic family dance that was happening in Kingston on Sunday. I had to cancel seeing our dear friends who live in New Paltz. I had to cancel a birthday party. And also, I mean, so there were so many social gatherings happening, and it just came down to, you know, what was the highest dharma and being with my family was. It's like at a certain point, have you ever had that moment also where you realize that the highest value point of your offering, of your being a teacher, or a healer, even a somatic healer, or maybe you're a lawyer or a doctor, maybe the highest value point though is when your family asks for help. And the truth is, it's not meant to be comfortable, that it's meant to be valuable. And of course my mom, she was worried because I am literally just not even 2 weeks out of surgery, and I traveled to do it, and I hadn't even been in the car, what to speak of being in the car for 5 hours to get to the Cape from the Catskills. And if you know me, you know I hate car videos. I also have promised friends I wouldn't do this, and Narayani just in the back seat said, "Can we have some cannoli?" And then she also said, "Oh, I'm thirsty, I need water." we're like, yeah, why do we keep doing that? Let's not confuse hunger with thirst. Anyway, the eclipse is cutting the programming. And the programming for me, and I've said this in videos in the past, over the past 15 years, since I've been really showing up online and doing this, that I can't do it all. It's not true. I have to choose. I have to make choices, and I have to have boundaries. But really the only choice is, am I going to turn my Shakti on, or am I going to turn it off? That's your choice. When I was moving through the room yesterday, I recognized that I very much practice dimming my light, but that's on purpose. I very much practice being smaller. It's the same way you would practice being an actor, or I did. You practice, right? You're speaking in front of large crowds. Or you put your parent or caretaker practice on, where you have to, sometimes, I have an 8-year-old, start being stronger, yelling, having boundaries, getting very clear, because we're at that stage where we have to start working our tapasya, our discipline, our yoga. That's what yoga is partially. It's partially discipline. A lot of it is. So what is it that's eclipsing for you? Again, yes, you might be hearing that Saturn's in Aries right now, but it's, I believe, and so do many people, it's in Pisces. It's also, if you look up in the sky, that's where it is. And that's what the astronomy is. Astronomy is astrology. It was only about 400 years ago that astronomers were also astrologers. Yes, it's the interpretation of the suns, the planets, the moon, north node, south node, which are called Rahu and Ketu. Yes, it's a lot of cosmology and understanding philosophy and culture and mood. Yes, absolutely. But astronomy is also astrology, and they were not separate. And then what has happened, my mouth, Western-wise, is really silly and slightly or totally manipulative, which is not the point of this video, but getting, people to work hard. It's funny, I got my dental work done, and if you think about it, teeth work is a lot about getting people to work. It's like, if you have good teeth, and if you're not in pain, which teeth cause so much pain if they're not well or healthy, you're not going to be able to work, and that's true. So I wonder how much that has to do with giving people dental care, health coverage, dental coverage, of which I don't have. But anyway, well, I have it, but it's as good as a poop and a giggle. So my friends, every time I come on and do these Rise of the Sacred Sovereigns or lives or workshops, I let it go right away. I set it and forget it, which in my new way of being, I'm actually starting to listen to myself, even years ago, and I'm like, wow, this work is evergreen, this soul mapping matrix work, this Veda. Bhakti is never going to go out of style. Veda, the universe, astrology, astronomy, all these sciences are never going out of style. Music goes in and out of fashion. Bad music is bad music. I mean, it's the hertz, right? The Hertz means actually 432 or these 444, like better hertz qualities of music is always in attunement with higher frequency, where the bad music, especially if it's electronic, oh my God, so awful, right? By the way, the field, the frequency right now, very sharp, very high. We had 8 planets going in Capricorn at the same time a week ago, right? It was so intense. For me, it was in my 8th house. So anyway, this whole video is sounding very astrological, but we are in an eclipse. And usually, from a Bhaktified standpoint, as a Vaishnav, I would not be outside, what to speak of driving. But the new way of being is that I realize I can do it all, meaning I can follow my dharma, I can follow the north compass as long as I'm truly taking care of myself. The teeth, already fated to happen. People dying already fated to happen. So the choice to go to one event or another, or to sit it out, it would have been correct if I got up yesterday morning, or Sunday morning was it? I guess Sunday morning, and said, no, I'm not going. It would have been correct, but I made a plan. My cousin and I, Narayani and Sadie, you guys have heard me talk about cousin Sadie a lot, cousin Leslie, we are raising our daughters to be good friends as cousins. We are cousins. We weren't super close growing up, but we have committed to follow in the matriarchal desire, patriarchal in some ways, but our matriarchs, our moms and grandmother to great-grandmother, to keep the friendships and relationships alive, no matter the karma, and there's so much karma in bloodlines. So I guess I'm sending up prayers to Richard, and I'm sending prayers to my family, to Matt and Heather and Jenny and all the folks. It's always been a little bit strange that my personal life gets shared publicly because of my industry, meaning my job, my career. It's not that I ever meant to make it a lifestyle career or have, all these blogs and writing, but that was just par for the course as a yogi. It was the most honest way to be. When you're an actor, you just go on stage and you perform whatever it is, whether it's Ibsen or, if it's a dramatic play or if it's a musical. And I did all that for a long time, but then you get to just speak the Shakespeare, speak that sastra. When you become a spiritual practitioner, you are living the sastra. You are living the growth. That is what Soul Mapping Matrix is. That's why it's the 3 phases, the 3 realms, of grounding, meditate, and manifest. Everyone's got their own way of talking about it, but I really honor my Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and I really honor Srila Prabhupada, and I really honor all the Gaudiya Vaishnavas for not changing it. But they all have their own voice, and I have my own voice too. So I suppose the showing up right now on this eclipse day is also an offering to say the tie and the lie that I'm cutting around not any lie around integrating your spiritual, personal, business, and social life. It's all ridiculous. There's no way to not integrate those things, or rather, it's appropriate to integrate those things. That's why the sacred quadrant is the first exercise in soul mapping, because while you can have a different quadrant for your health, for your wealth or finances or business, for your spirituality, or you could call it community or 11th house, whatever you want to call that kind of aspect of your life, as well as so health, business, spirituality, community, and self-care. We call it self-care, or hobbies, or whatever you want to call those quadrants. They all meet in the middle in a tiny little centrifugal force that we call your, what do you want to call it? Your core desire, your dharma, your light, your vitality, your juice, your bliss, your radha, your shakti. We do not separate from our bliss potency because we are made of them. The potential for you to live the best life possible is inherent in you. That's just the reality. You're part and parcel of God. You're part and parcel of all the divine aspects of the God and Goddess. So, and if you've ever wondered when I make my videos, do I just talk or do I plan it out? Now you know. I pretty much just talk and share. I'm looking forward to my beloveds joining me tomorrow, Wednesday, the ones that are on my team, to get ready for this bliss immersion, this soul culture yoga immersion, which is the first in-person retreat of our 2026 200-hour yoga teacher training. at Akira. And I'm excited. Akira is a gorgeous facility. It's also my dear, dear friends, and we're kind of raising our kids together as neighbors. So everyone who's coming and staying has a beautiful spot, beautiful room, beautiful home. There are literally, I think, 2 spots left to sleep, which is good. So if you want those, go to my website, jaishreeyoga.com, jaishreeyoga.com. Go to the events navigation bar, and you will see this Saturday and Sunday, February 21st and 22nd, Soul Culture Yoga Immersion Retreat Open Weekend. We will be doing Soul Culture Yoga Flow. I mean, hopefully I can speak, because this is the most open my jaw has been lately. It's great. We'll do Soul Culture Yoga Flow. We'll do Jivama Energy Healing. We will have dance, music. I think the Ecstatic Dance with DJ Michael is Thursday night for our opening, so I'm sorry if you're not part of the whole thing. You might not get that, but certainly we'll be in the dome dancing anyway. Saturday and Sunday we always do. Kirtan, we'll be talking about the upcoming Gaur Purnim. We're in that week before the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came 540 something years ago, who has influenced so many people, hundreds of thousands, well really millions of people. Millions of us Western-bodied people would not know about Kirtan, not know about the mellows of Bhakti Yoga, these Gaudiya Vaishnavas who have put their entire lives into serving Bhakti. I gotta keep it together because I'm driving. But put their entire lives into teaching, yes? Please come join us if you can. Sign up for Saturday or Sunday and be good to yourself during this eclipse cycle. You know, it's not really about going fast or going slow. It's about integrating all those parts of yourself and being honest with yourself about what are your non-negotiables, about who you are and who you are not. And let your family be a mirror to that. Let your bloodline, let your spiritual line, let everybody in your life mirror you where you're at by practicing yoga, practice integration, practice presence, practice emotional integrity, practice authenticity, practice being real. That is the best you can do, okay? I love you. Be safe. I'll do the same. Be happy. Be present. And leave me a comment. Love you. Peace. Radhe Radhe.